Acts chapter 16, verse 25 through 28. About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly there was such a violent earthquake that the foundation of the prison was shaken. At once all the prison doors flew open and everyone's chains came loose. The jailer woke up, and when he saw the prison doors open, he drew a sword and was about to kill himself because he thought all the prisoners had escaped. But Paul shouted out, "Don't harm yourself. We are all here." Growing up, Batman was my favorite superhero. I can remember when I was real little, I'd get up early in the morning, on Saturday mornings, try to catch Batman. And I loved the way that he really didn't have any superpowers at all. He was just a normal human, just like the rest of us. But he relied on his gift of being able to invent things that he needed to get him out of certain situations. Each and every Sunday I was amazed by the different ways that he would be able to come up with the different ideas to be able to stop different criminals and things of that nature. Another great thing about Batman is he kept his circle very small. I'm the same type of person myself. I believe in keeping only a few close people to me. I have no problem being very cool, like Bruce Wayne was with everybody. But when it really comes down to knowing me, it's only a couple, maybe a handful that really know me. And I definitely feel like Batman and I have a lot of similarities when it comes to things like that. I guess the funny thing about it is Paul and Silas and myself are a lot alike. Paul and Silas had a mission that God had them on to make sure that they were continuously spreading his gospel. Now in prison, they didn't have very many tools, they didn't have very many resources to use, but they did have the gifts that God naturally gave them, which is his word, which is ministering to different people in songs. So throughout their time in prison, they made sure that no matter what was going on, they still reached out to each and every prisoner in whatever way they could to try to help them get through all their trials and tribulations. A lot of times I focus on maybe the wrong things whenever it comes to my mission that God has me on, just like everybody else. We're all walking around with a mission and a purpose that God has given us. Sometimes I feel inadequate due to not having a degree, not feeling like I can continue in certain conversations with certain groups or people. But when it all comes down to it, everything that I'm supposed to have, God's already given me. Just like with you, anything that you're supposed to be doing, just start off on that journey. You'll come to find out that God's never going to set you up for failure. He don't fail. He's not going to set you up for failure. I can remember a time whenever I was sent on a mission. I had a brand new barber, and I'm very particular about my barbers. I prefer a female barber for my own personal reasons. I didn't know her, and I sat down and spoke with my wonderful pastor, Diallo Smith, Awakeness Movement, and he shared with me, or I basically shared with him about the new barber and things of that nature, and I felt like it was a mission for me to maybe get to know her a little bit better. One way in which I could do it was to give it myself. I didn't really, know how to go about giving it myself, making sure that it stayed in a professional manner. So what we decided to do was I was going to take her lunch one day. Now the only thing about that is at that point in time and on that particular day I was going to do it, I had maybe $10 total in my pocket. So the plan was to go take her to some KFC. Everybody love that chicken. So I went and I called her up on the phone and not really paying attention to how much I had versus what she wanted. I was literally walking by faith and not by sight. I asked her exactly what she wanted. And she told me in great detail while I was in line at KFC. I was on my way up there. And luckily it came out to be a hair. I'm talking about it was like $9.96 or something like that, just barely under $10. Which meant when I left there I was totally broke, but I felt so satisfied because when I pulled up, just to look in her face, she was just, ecstatic. And it wasn't like I was coming there to give her some food and get a haircut. That wasn't it. I didn't have money for a haircut. But I knew that the little bit of money I did have, I wanted to do something positive and share it with somebody else, the last that I had. And once I got in there, my cousin Karan was in the car with me. And we had just been talking about, finances and things like that. Trying to go make some money and things like that, not really having any money. So once I got back in the car, he sat and looked at me. He was like, "Wait a minute." He was like, "You just took your last, went and bought the barber some food, didn't get a haircut, and now we headed back to the hood?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, that's some selfless stuff right there." He didn't say stuff, but I can't say what he said, but he basically said that's very selfless. And when he said that, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. And I said, yeah, it actually made me feel a lot better as opposed to him kind of, joking with me, whatever the case may be. It actually made me feel really good to know that that I was actually doing something selfless and for somebody else, because each and every day we're supposed to, and that's God's plan. I love my daughter more than life itself, but she lives in California now with her mom. She was with me for about 5 to 6 of her little 9 years, but it became a struggle once she first left. And what I had to do was rely on my faith that no matter what distance separated us, that we were still going to be close. I was still going to maintain a very active and supportive role in her life. Now, by her being gone, I did have to read a lot of prayer books, a lot of prayer and poem books and things of that nature. It even got to the point where the best thing for me to do was to give her a call. And I give my daughter a call every day at 10:15 in the morning, which is 7:15 out in California, which is right when she's getting finished eating breakfast and got her hair did, for the day, and she's about to go to school. And what we'll do is we'll just sit and chit chat. We'll chit chat about what's going on in her school that day. We'll chit chat about what happened yesterday, making sure she got that homework done. And it makes me feel better. From time to time, if I'm at a sitting location, what I'll do is I have a book that one of my old coworkers gave me. It's called Prayers for Dads. And what I'll do is I'll just read her a prayer out of there. And she kind of likes that. Well, I know she likes it a lot. But I'll read her a prayer out of there, and we'll kind of chit chat about it a little bit and make sure she has a total understanding. Which I know she don't have a total understanding at 9, but it still makes me feel good that that's something that she looks forward to on a daily basis. My name is Curtis Wayne Poole II, and I am Mission.